again everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name's Rick and my aim is to help you realize the truth that feeling great is your natural state. So tonight I just want to take a few minutes to talk about one of the most simple but powerful tricks, tips, hacks, techniques that I've come across in the last few years, and it's one which can take less than a minute to do. You can spend a little bit more time on it if you want. Personally, I do it every morning just after the shower, and it only takes about a minute or so. Before you get any ideas, it's nothing like that. It's something very simple and doesn't involve any moving. So what I'm talking about is spot focusing or point focusing. You might hear it go by a few different names, but that's what I like to refer to it as. And in essence, all it is a means of bringing your mind to a calm, singular point of focus. And to do this, you simply pick a spot. It can be on the floor, it can be on the wall, it can be on the ceiling, it could be something outside. It doesn't matter where it is, but ideally something quite small and not too busy or not too distracting. So it could be like a nail on the wall, or it could be like a funny mark on a tile on the floor, possibly. Personally, after I've had a shower and I'm drying myself off, I will basically get into like there is a name for it. It's basically just like down on your hunkers, that kind of position. And I pick a point on the wall. So actually, no, it's a point on the tile, a tile on the floor, and I just focus on it. I focus on it for 45 seconds, 60 seconds, sometimes 90 seconds. And if you can do this, if you can keep your focus on something small and plain for a minute, give or take 15 seconds, the time doesn't really matter. What you do is you bring your mind to a singular point of focus and you keep everything nice and calm and collected. And then whenever you feel your mind want to wander, if different thoughts come into your head, you just acknowledge them, like in any other meditation, because that's essentially what this is. It's a meditation. It's an exercise in mindfulness, albeit a very quick one, a very condensed one. So anytime a thought, a stray thought, something floats into your mind, you just acknowledge it. Acknowledge it is there, and then just let it go. Just let it go all the way back to where it came. That reminds me of a song in Tenacious D. I don't know if you've ever seen Tenacious D, the film, The Pick of Destiny. From whence you came, you shall remain, until you are complete again. It was very much a cult film, but yeah, it was one that my family could enjoy. We all liked that kind of music. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So that exercise, incredibly simple. You can spend 30 seconds doing it, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, whatever. Just pick a simple point anywhere in the room or outside the room. It could be like a tree or a twig across the road. Focus on it and just feel yourself come over with a sense of calmness, a sense of presence. So you're watching that, you're watching the point, the thing you're looking at, but you're not judging it. You're paying attention to it, but you're not judging it. I.e., you're not saying, oh, this is really nice, or that's lovely, or that's quite crooked, or whatever. You're just paying attention to it. But at the same time, I want you also to focus on your breathing as well, because that will just help ground you. It'll help calm everything down. It'll bring your attention to a very, very, very narrow point, which is what we're wanting. We're wanting to keep everything nice and pure. If you focus on your breathing while you're looking at the point, just follow your breath coming in, and then just let it go each and every time. While you're doing that, it's also beneficial to breathe a bit more deeply as well. So in the lungs, the typical breath volume, also known as the tidal volume, is about 500 milliliters, or half a liter, give or take. Whenever you breathe in fully, you're letting your ribs move up and out. You're moving closer to filling what's called your total lung capacity. Total capacity, I was going to say vital capacity, but that's something slightly different. Vital capacity is how much air you can expel from the lungs, but total volume or total lung capacity, that's we're moving closer towards that whenever you breathe more deeply. And your total lung capacity is it's closer to 6 liters. So obviously quite a lot. It's about 12 times larger than any normal breath. So any normal breath, you're only filling about 1/12 of your lungs, or about 8.5%, give or take. So whenever you breathe more deeply, there's a whole host of benefits associated with that, including lower blood pressure, lower stress, lower cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone. In fact, 1 minute of deep breathing can reduce your cortisol levels by a massive amount. I think it's over 50%. It could be a good bit more, but I'm not sure of the exact number, but it can substantially lower your cortisol levels, which again is the stress hormone. Chronically elevated cortisol levels is something which is a pandemic across the world in modern years. It contributes to many things, including heart disease, obviously high blood pressure, there's metallic taste in the mouth, fatigue, chronic fatigue syndrome, and also fat retention as well. So chronically elevated cortisol levels promotes fat retention, especially in the middle and the mid trunk, your abs, your waist essentially, which is why, well, probably partially why we are also living in the middle of an obesity epidemic across the world. Anyway, we'll not worry too much about that today. So whenever you breathe more deeply, you lower your blood pressure, you lower your stress levels, you feel better about yourself, you're getting more oxygen into your body, muscles, brain, everywhere. So you've got better clarity, better focus, better energy. Your eyes might feel brighter. Because, well, there's more oxygen, that basically elevates everything. So hopefully you gained some degree of value from this video today. I try to keep it quite brief, quite concise, packed with what I hope is some useful information for you. And if you have any thoughts, questions, comments, anything like that there, please post away in the comments section. And as always, thanks again for watching, and all the best. Take care.